agenda today is the short introduction, as Juha already did, to who we are, short description of the doctoral studies, then basic information about the application process, what you need there, when you need there, about the application, and some words about how to fund the doctoral studies. And then we have maybe the most important part of this session, the questions and answers. We hope to get answers to all your questions. If not, you can give questions by asking, raising hand, or sending them to chat. And this we already wear. The guy with the blue hat is Jean Sibelius. He was never a doctor at the Sibelius Academy, because we have doctoral studies only for 40 years now. About our studies, what we aim to with for the doctors we have schooled here. Those who graduate here are experts who are capable of high-level creative and critical work, whether it is artistic or scientific or research-oriented. And the graduates operate in demanding art, research, development, and educational positions in our society, and quite a many of the students or doctors who have graduated here are also working somewhere else than in Finland. They are also very important social influencers for an ethically sustainable future. And our doctoral studies provide competence for a wide variety of artistic career, for teaching, also for research and development tasks, as well as already mentioned about these societal activities. We have 3 different programs: art study program, research study program, and applied study program. Our art study program is the biggest one of these. We have nowadays something like 160 students, and of them about, how do I say, 60% are in the art study program. And what are the objectives in our studies? When those students are graduated, they are artistically high quality and visionary expressionists. They have conceptually clear knowledge of production. They produce new knowledge through methods of arts and research, and engage constructive interaction with art community, the academic world, and the society at large. And the studies, the focus is on independent artistic work with research orientation. And that means 2 to 4 artistic components in the studies, and also research work. The studies are complemented by studies that enhance conceptual understanding of the field. The demonstration proficiency combines artistic and research-oriented approaches. And as I said, the demonstration proficiency should include 2 to 4 artistic components, whether they are concerts, performances, recordings, etc. And also a research part, usually called a thesis. The research study program, the objectives are to develop student skills and capacity for producing high quality knowledge, interacting with the academic community and wider society, integrating the activities of the international research community, and strengthening the position of scientific research. And the studies, the focus is on academic research and complementary studies in research skills. And the demonstration of proficiency is a traditional dissertation, an article-based one, or a monograph. Our third study program is applied study program. And this kind of study program is quite unique in the world. The objectives are to provide the students with the high-level combination of scientific, methodological, pedagogical, artistic, or technical capacities. The ability to develop new high-quality methods, capabilities, materials, and tools. The ability to get together, critically evaluate, apply, and produce data. And the ability to work together with domestic and international actors, both within their respective fields and across these boundaries, and the ability to communicate the results of their work to different audiences. Actually, this can be applied also to the other study programs, but in this applied study program, they are said so clearly. In the studies, the students developed specialized knowledge and skills through a music-related research and development project. The degree can have a research orientation or an artistic orientation. The demonstration of proficiency can include various components, for example, new and proven methods, applications, computer software, materials, or theories. And they are concluded by a thesis or a written report. That's about the studies. You can find more information about them in our website, which you have found because you are already here in our session now. Who can apply? Eligibility for doctoral studies requires that candidates have a master of music degree or equivalent. And eligibility may also be based on other prior studies subject to Sibelius Academy's assessment of the candidate's prospects for successful study in the program. There was a question in the chat already about, can I apply when I will be finalizing my master in the springtime after the application period has ended? You can apply because you have to be a master before you start studies in our university. So if you are selected as a student, doctoral student here, you can send your master degree certificate and then it's fine. The next application period is in January, starting on 3rd and ending on 17th. And the ending time, be careful with that, is 3 p.m. Finnish time, Eastern European Standard Time. And the application forms are closed at 3 o'clock, so you can't add anything after that. So be careful. There have been cases that people have been in the study info where the application are done, but they have not sent the application before the period ends, and then there is no way to accept those applications. You can find the basic information in our website, and this study info or in Finnish opintopolku page will be the link, straight link to our application form will be there in our website in December, but you can't fill the application before the 3rd of January. So please read our application information from our website, then you can get there when you need it. And what would you need to be put there in the applications? In all programs, you need to fill personal details and contact information. In art study program, a postgraduate study plan, research study program, a research plan, and applied study program, a project plan, which are practically the same thing, but different words for different programs. Also, there should be a schedule of your doctoral studies, approximately how you are thinking to proceed with your studies. Also, there should be a plan for supportive studies, because our degree is 240 study or credits, ECTS credits or opintopiste. We have this main thing is the demonstration of proficiency, and it is 165 credits, and the supportive studies are 75, and you should think what would be the best studies that enhance your abilities to make the doctoral degree. Also, you need a latest CV of yours or artistic portfolio. Also, in the art study program, you need the program for your proficiency test and a motivational letter for those. And then some words about those plans. In art study program, you need think what kind of artistic components and the thesis you are going to do during your work, and what kind of research orientation is in their artistic work, the topic, goals, and research problems. And as also said, portfolio and a motivational letter. In research study program, you need a research plan, which is outlining the basis and objectives of the research project, earlier research related to the project, and the topics and research methods of the project. And in applied study program, you need a project plan where you should, where is the applicant's objectives in developing as a professional and contributing to her field, the project content, and the doctoral portfolio. When this all has been done and sent to us, then different kind of boards start to think whether you should be taken in or not. And the results are coming only in the beginning of summer, June 15, the latest. And the base of the application, you might have been granted to study towards the doctoral music degree. The other possibility is that you are on hold in a way. You can be granted the opportunity to be admitted as a preparatory external student, and that's the decision of a doctoral school. And the studies are organized by UniArts Helsinki's Open University, and these studies cost a bit, 15 euros per credit. And a third possibility is, of course, that the application is rejected. And then you have to think more and write more and try next year again. And then some words about how to fund the studies. We have some positions inside UniArts for salaried doctoral students. There are not many, and usually not for the first-year students, and those number of those is very limited. For non-EU, non-European Economic Area citizens, there's a Finland Fellowship, which I tell a bit more in next slide. And there are also scholarships from Finnish or other foundations You can find them from the Association of Finnish Foundation pages. Of course, one possibility is to have part-time work and live with savings, which is unfortunately, I think, the main way how the doctoral students live in Finland. And for the artistic parts, on components and other expenses, there is support from Sibelius Academy Foundation and Sibelius Academy itself also. But those fundings are quite limited. But if you are preparing a concert which have quite many guest musicians, you can have funding from these sources also. The Finland Fellowship is now its third year of the Finland Fellowship grants, and they are for the students who are accepted to be a doctoral student outside EU or EEA area. And those students should move to Finland for the period they have this fellowship. And the salary is the same as our doctoral students, salaried doctoral students have. It is approximately, you can correct me, Juha, Toni, Matti, or Markus, a bit over 2,000 euros per month. And also, you can have a compensation of 2,000 euros for relocation expenses. And this is third year, and this might be the last year. We don't know yet how our new government is thinking about this, but this is a good opportunity for those who are not non-European citizens and come to here to study as a doctor. And the application process is very simple for you, just making a check in the application page in the study info system. So there is no other way to apply this funding.